but we do recognise. So, for example, obviously, somebody needs advice. They need food. They need support. They need money, but they also need connection.
Danny Vincent never imagined that a few gigs in the city would lead him to being Bristol Refugee Festival's own engagement officer. But 5 years down the line, the musician has found himself totally immersed in Bristol's charity landscape.
My own personal involvement started in 2010 when I started volunteering with Bristol Refugee Rights. And because I was a musician, I started doing things with musical members of Bristol Refugee Rights, which meant that I was performing with them at Queen Square. And from there, I just became more and more involved with the festival, almost by default. People started asking me for details of refugee musicians as if I was their representative. So it just kind of went from there. And so because of that experience of volunteering, but also working on the staff at Bristol Refugee Rights, became, with that experience, I became the Refugee Engagement Officer.
The festival promotes engagement between communities by giving refugees a musical platform, organising performances for refugees across the city to perform at. The events are designed to give individuals a space for expression, whilst also allowing Bristol's wider community to understand and enjoy their artistic contributions.
Because, as I say, one of the things we recognise is that refugees and asylum seekers are living in places where they're feeling isolated. And one of the things we realised about that is that it's not just because they're in somewhere that they're somewhere that they're unfamiliar with. It's also because the people that are living around them don't know how to support them. So our community engagement is two-sided, because it's not just about supporting refugees and asylum seekers, which is another feature of most of the BRASP partners, is that their focus is on refugees and asylum seekers. Ours is mainly on the communities and how refugees and asylum seekers fit into those, which includes making sure that the communities themselves know how and feel able to welcome refugees and asylum seekers.
Bolwayani kako